Good morning, students. My name is Akash Tiwari, and I welcome you all again to my class. And today we are going with the chapter is matter around us pure. As we have discussed about it in the previous class, we have started this chapter where we study about what are mixtures, we study about elements, we study about the compounds, we study about the mixtures. What are these? Where we have seen that mixture was of two types, that was homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So on further classifying the mixture, we obtain a solution. So what is a solution? Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. This means solution is a mixture, okay? And what type of mixture? That is homogeneous mixture. What was homogeneous mixture? We have seen it in the previous class that in this type of mixture, the solution from wherever you will see, you will get the uniform composition, which means if you are seeing from the top, if I am seeing this one from the top, then I will observe that it will seem with, for example, let's see example, from that it will be very easily understandable, okay? So here we are going to take sugar water solution. Of course, you all might be knowing if we are adding sugar to the water, it gets dissolved in it. So when you are going to see it from the top, then you will observe that when you will see the water from the top, you are going to see only water, which is a dissolved part of sugar and water, which contains both these substances. Okay. From side, if you will see, then you will observe that it will be seen that the same water will be observed from the side also. From top you are seeing it is same, from here you are seeing it is same. It means it has a uniform composition. So what is a homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture are the substances which have uniform composition. Okay. So solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. It is a type of mixture in which two or more substances are present. For example, lemon juice. In your home, you all might be making lemon juice. What are you adding in it? You are taking water, adding sugar. After dissolving sugar, you are adding lemon. Then after adding lemon, you all are stirring it, and after that your sherbet is being getting ready. That is very good, in mostly during these summer days. Okay. So what is this sherbet? This sherbet we obtain, that is nothing but a solution. Okay. So it is a solution in which of course when you are going to see the sherbet, you are going to observe uniform composition from anywhere. From top if you are going to see, then you will get a uniform composition. The cream color type that the sherbet will be observed to you. Okay. From side if you are going to see, you will get a cream color sherbet. Okay. In this way you are going to see the substances. So moving further, solution have two components. There are two components of solution which are solute and solvent. Okay, what is solute? Solute is a substance dissolved in another substance. Example, sugar in sugar solution is a solute. We can give one more definition also about solute. The substance which is added in lesser quantity to the solution is solute. For example, if you are seeing sugar solution, okay, when you are observing the sugar solution, in sugar solution, which substance you are adding in less quantity? Of course, that is sugar. You are adding sugar in less quantity. So the substance which you are going to add in less quantity, that will be solute. In any okay, of course, if you are taking the salt solution, Then salt, we are adding salt in less quantity. We are taking water in more quantity. So because we are taking in less quantity the sugar or salt, so this sugar or salt is a solute. Okay. Then coming to the solvent. What is solvent? The substances in which solute is dissolved. When it is, if we are taking a solution, suppose we are taking water and we are adding salt to it. After adding salt to it, what we are doing? We are stirring it and we get a solution. In this, what is being said that what is a solvent? The substance in which solute is dissolved, in which we are dissolving the sugar, in which we are dissolving, in water we are dissolving. Okay, so water here is our solvent. Okay, water in sugar water solution is the solvent. What is solute? Solute is your sugar. Now what is solvent? Solvent is your water. And what is the solution? Sugar water solution. Understand? I think these two terms might be more clear to you all. Moving further, what is the concentration of a solution? What is, if you talk about the concentration, of course the word signifies it is telling some quantity. Concentration means it is related to some quantity. Amount of solute present in the given solution. How much amount of solute? What is solute? It is, if you are taking the sugar solution, then sugar is solute. If you are taking salt solution, salt is solute. Okay. So how much amount of solute we are adding in the solution is our concentration. Okay. Next, for calculating the concentration of any solution, there are few formulae or the terms which we need to remember. If we are calculating mass percentage, of course the word signifies that it is telling something related to the mass. It means the term we will be taking will be from masses. So mass of solute upon total mass of solution into 100 by 100, because we are calculating the percentage. You all might be knowing it. Okay, you have studied in maths about it. So mass of solute upon total mass of solution into 100 will be your mass percentage. We are going to calculate, or we are going to take this formula when the question will be given that you have to calculate in the terms of masses. Okay. Next, volume percentage. We are going to take this formula when you are having the quantities in the water that will be given in the volume terms. Okay, volume of solute upon volume of solution into 100. Okay, if you are given volume, if you are given quantity in the terms of volume, then you are going to take this formula. And most widely used formula is this: mass volume percentage. Here, what does mass signifies? About mass of solute, and what does the volume signifies? About the volume of solution. Okay, that is mass of solute upon volume of solution into 100. So this was the three formula. And of course the question will be given in these terms only. You have to just identify which formula you are going to apply and just have to calculate it. It's very easy. Okay. Let's see one question here. A solution contains 40 gram NaCl in 320 gram of water. Calculate the concentration of the solution. Now let's see here. What I have told you, that if we are going to see the solute and the solvent, I've just told you that what is solute? The quantity which is being given in less quantity. Of course, any substances which is given in the less quantity will be your solute. Okay. And what is solvent? Anything which is given in more quantity. So here you can observe a solution contains 40 gram NaCl in 320 gram of water. So this 40 gram is your solute and 320 gram of water is your solvent. Let's see. Mass of solute is given 40 gram. How much is given? It's given 40 gram. Mass of solvent is given 320 gram. Okay. So let's calculate the total mass of solution because we want solution. Okay, see here from why we want solution and which formula we are going to apply. So first of all, see here. It is very essential for calculating mass of volume. We have to check the formula because here see mass of solute. Here is mass of solute, mass of solvent. It means both the terms are calculated in mass percentage. We are going to take the mass percentage. This formula is going to apply here. Okay, so total mass will be 40 plus 320, that is approximately is equal to 360 gram. So let's calculate the concentration here. What is concentration? Regarding the formula, mass of solute upon total mass of solution. What is mass of solute? Into 100. So putting the values 40 gram upon 360 gram into 100. So let's calculate it. One's a 9's a 100 by 9. So it will be equal to 11.1%. There, so your concentration will be approximately equal to 11.1. So 11.1% will be your concentration for this question. Okay. So let's see another question. To make a saturated solution, 36 gram of NaCl is dissolved in 100 gram of water. Okay, we are taking 36 gram of NaCl in 100 gram of water. So let's calculate it. Mass of solute is equal to, mass is given 36 gram and water, dissolved in water, mass of solvent is 300 gram. Okay, so here this is your mass of solvent. So let's calculate mass of solution. What will be a mass of solution? 100 plus 36, that is equal to 136 gram is your mass of solution. So less specific, so I am going to calculate here. Okay, so let's see which formula we are going to apply here is mass, that is given in gram, and this one is also given, so mass percentage. So let's calculate concentration in terms of mass, that is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution, that is total mass, into 100. So let's put the values. Mass of solute is 36 gram. This implies 36 gram upon 36 gram upon 136 gram into 100. So this will be approximately equal to 26.47%. Okay, just calculate it and get the value. Here you will get this one value from the question. So I think these topics might be clear. These are just easy questions which you have to apply. Formula will be given. These all are the just values which you have to take and apply the values on it. And after putting the values on the formula, you can calculate the concentration in terms of course, in terms of mass, in terms of volume, in terms of mass volume. In any value you can calculate it. So this was all about today. Next we will continue tomorrow with our next topic, where we are going to see the difference between, of course, the three things: solution, suspension, and colloidal solution. That we are going to continue on the next topic. So that was all about today. Okay, thank you.